So, Abby the cat made a response video to my call-out thing. And I'd like to go over that today and kind of point out some things, kind of correct myself because I got a couple things wrong, and apparently. But, yeah, her response is not great, and I'd just like to go over that and to kind of explain some more.
Okay, since somebody else is really doing it, I'm gonna make a video calling out Abbey the cat, because people don't really read community posts, at least I know that I usually don't, but I was semi-involved with this. I was in a story when it happened, I'm not really a big part of it. I was just there, and I witnessed some of the things that happened. So, yeah, I'm gonna be going through some evidence and telling you what happened and why you should not fucking support her at all.
No, Abby, I don't want people to support you, because you tried to groom my friend.
Okay, so the gist of what she did is short explanation. She tried to get with my friend. My friend in question is a minor, and Abby was 18 at the time, I believe.
Yeah, people probably aren't gonna fucking forgive you because you tried to groom a kid. Not even one. Allegedly, you tried to groom many of them. Several people have came out talking about their experiences with you and how you've been weird towards them. I need to do more research on the fact, but I'll talk more about that in part 2 of my video. Just know that allegedly, Julian is not the only one.
She still is, as of making this. And my friend Julian was 16. Julian repeatedly told her that he was a minor and that he was not interested in her. And I have evidence supporting this, probably on screen right now. And yeah, she continued to make really weird comments towards him, even going as far as to roleplay making him despite him, like, telling her that he's not interested in her. Yeah. The rest of the screenshots are scrolling on screen right now, but yeah, this is not okay, and I'd also like to go through her response and kind of...
I feel like this is kind of self-explanatory. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're the one who tried to roleplay making a minor ejaculate, even though they repeatedly told you that they are not interested in you. And, like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, 12-year-old you probably would not be happy with how you've become. But you probably shouldn't be around 12-year-old you because you'd probably try to groom them too. Also, can we please talk about the editing mistakes? I can barely tell what's going on. Like, I can't even read half of the text that she puts on screen. I guess that's kind of not her fault, but please get a better editing software if you can.
Respond to that as well. Some of the shit that she says is just wild. Like, in this screenshot right here, she says that she's gonna kill herself because Julian doesn't love her. Like... Alright, now it's time to go through some of her community posts, both the one that she posted while, like, the whole quote-unquote drama was happening, and the quote-unquote response that she made a couple hours ago, as of recording this.
In this screenshot right here, she's telling Julian and all of the people who are friends with him to leave her alone because of the things that she did, and Julian is, like, telling people what she did and telling people not to support her because obviously the things she did are really fucking weird. And instead of coming out and apologizing, she just deflects the entire thing and denies all of the allegations, which is just a really fucking shitty thing to do. I should probably correct myself and say that these aren't allegations. She did that shit. The proof is in my original video. Yeah, she fucking did that, and I don't know why I said they were allegations, because she did it. Like, I have proof that she fucking did that. I should also mention that she says that she didn't want allegations against her, and that's why she denied everything. Kind of, like, proving my point that she didn't apologize because she was sorry. She apologized because she didn't want, quote-unquote, allegations against her. She's not sorry. She just doesn't want her reputation to be ruined. Oh, no!
Now it's time to look at her quote-unquote apology for the things she did, which isn't really an apology and more of blaming other people for what she did. Okay, so I'm going to read through this and I want you to tell me if you think it sounds sincere at all. Hey, guys, I just wanted to let you all know that I made disabling comments on my posts and videos for a while, because I consider getting more hate comments for the disgusting things I've done, and I want to apologize for all the things I've done.
I didn't mean to do it. I know it's not an excuse, but I was mostly forced into doing those things. I didn't want to do it, but I was forced. Notice how she didn't fucking say anything about me calling her out on blatantly fucking lying about being forced to say this shit to Julian. That's so obviously a lie, and she knows it. That's why she didn't say anything about it.
I'm really sorry. For the people who have witnessed or went through what I've done to them, I know, sorry, I won't fix the trauma I've caused you, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to tell you who it is because I don't want her to get mad at me.
I should seriously correct myself here because I thought she was talking about Julian, but she was talking about her groomer. So she didn't misgender Julian, and that, I guess, she didn't really mean for it to come off like that, and I apologize for that.
I didn't enjoy what I did. You might think I did, but I didn't. I hate myself for getting into this, for letting it happen for 6 years, but I was too stupid to end it for 6 years. I don't want people to hate or look at me like I'm some disgusting bitch. I don't want to be part of those YouTubers who got exposed for doing these things, because I don't want to be hated like they do. I wanted to get a therapist so bad, but I'm waiting for me and my mom to move to Wisconsin to get one. I promise I can help. I promise I'll be a better person. I promise I'll stop doing these disgusting things. I know you guys won't forget it, but it's not forgettable, but I want to be a better person. I don't want to do these things anymore. Please don't hate me, okay? I'm so sorry, I mean it, okay? Just please don't hate me like this. I'm really sorry for disappointing you all into this mess I've caused, or created. I really do promise I'll change for once, for real. I won't break this promise, I'll show you guys. Now, I'll make a new video tomorrow, and I promise this is the last time I'll be doing these things. I don't want to continue this anymore. So, while I was reading that,
Again, I should correct myself on that. She was talking about her groomer and not Julian, so she did not misgender Julian. That will come up later in my original video, and I'm sorry for that. But, again, you aren't sorry. You just don't want your fragile little ego to get hurt. Oh, no!
I put on-screen text kind of dissecting what she said, because a lot of it is bullshit, and I think she knows it. So if you weren't paying attention and you didn't read the text, I'd highly recommend that you rewind or go back a little bit and read through the text that I put on screen while I was reading that, because it is very important. But long story short, she's not sorry, or at least I'm like 99% sure she's not sorry, because she knowingly misgenders Julian.
Again, that was my mistake. She was talking about somebody else and not Julian, so I apologize for that.
And pretty much admits to only apologizing because she doesn't want people to dislike her. So yeah, she's kind of shitty. So something else that I almost forgot to mention before I end this video, it's not very important to everything, but I just thought it was kind of funny. So in this screenshot right here, she claims that Julian and all of the people who are hating on her or jealous of her for like how famous she was and like how good her art is. So I just like to show you one of like an example of her art.
Today.
Yes, I know that you can't just pull an improved art style out of nowhere, and I know that learning and getting better at art is hard. I'd like to reiterate that I myself am not the best at art, but when you're saying that somebody's jealous of you for how, like, famous you are, which you only have about 1,500 subs, and you're saying that they should be jealous of, like, your art style, or you're claiming that they are jealous of your art style and stuff, I think I'd have a right to kind of say something about that.
So I'm not really one to make fun of people's like art styles because I myself am not the best at art. But when you're being really creepy towards kids and you're like accusing them of being jealous of like your art style and like how famous you are, I think I have a decent right to like comment on that, you know? Also, while I was making this video, another user replied to one of my comments on one of Abbey's posts, and it told me that, well, they gave me some really important information. So there will very likely be a part 2, and also please don't leave it, please, please, please. There's something very important that I forgot to add, and it's another really shitty thing that Abbey did, or does often.
I've been thinking about you and I can't get you out of my
So in that video, you could very clearly see that she was tracing. And she's really bad for that, not like incredibly like every single video she makes a trace, but yeah, she traces pretty often, and yeah, that's not very good to do for pretty obvious reasons. If you've been in the art community for long enough, then you probably know that tracing is very frowned upon and kind of shitty.
that's kind of a good thing that you'll stop tracing, but you still did it. It kind of sucks, but... alright.
If you don't get permission from the person, or it's not like a base that somebody said you can use without permission or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, another example for tracing unapologetically, and there's also this, which I believe is also traced, but yeah, tracing isn't good. She's a pedophile. I guess that's it for now, but there's very, very likely going to be a part 2, because, there's more information that I need to gather, but all of this stuff that I've shown in this video has been proven, and is a fact, so I just need more evidence for the other things that I wanted to talk about, but didn't have enough, like, you know what I mean. I guess bye for now. I'll see you in part 2.
Now, right here is when things start to go downhill, because she says some really weird things, and I just like to say that this entire apology has been really corny, and, like, anime roleplay core. Like, you don't want to say sorry anymore? Because I called you out for being a fucking freak? Yeah, I'd also like to mention, she says that nobody's gonna forgive her anymore a couple times. And I'd just like to say, yeah. Yeah. You're a pedophile, you tried to groom a child, nobody's gonna fucking forgive you for that. Unless they themselves are a freak, like, are you serious? Guys, this is so sad. Ava ruined her life. She ruined her reputation, and she ruined her popularity on YouTube. No, but seriously, this shit is so fucking corny. And also, I can't really be talking. I have like 50, not even 50, like 5 subscribers maybe. But she cannot be talking about popularity on YouTube because she is, by all means, not at all, like, super popular. And, like, I don't know, you are not popular enough to be saying shit like that. I'm definitely not, like, shouldn't be saying anything because I only have, like, 20 subs, but you get what I mean, right? Like, really? And again, she only apologized, quote unquote, because she doesn't want her little reputation to be ruined. She doesn't want her fragile little ego to be crushed. Oh no, this is so sad, guys. Press 1 in the comments. Guys, I'm so depressed. I'm not blaming anyone for my depression, but I did say this after I got called out, and I am heavily implying that being called out is what made me feel more depressed, but, you know, yeah, I'm so depressed, guys, and I'm sad that I got called out, because now I'll never get to 5 subs! Oh, golly gee, my reputation has been ruined! What am I ever gonna do if only I never try to touch that fucking minor? Are you fucking serious? Again, they aren't really allegations. I have photo proof of you trying to fucking roleplay with my friend, trying to get with my friend who repeatedly turned you down and rejected you, even though you knew he was a minor and you were an adult.
You're fucking weird. Yeah, nobody's gonna fucking forgive you for that. Like, really? And she said that she's gonna face the consequences of her actions, even though earlier she said that she doesn't want to apologize anymore because she knows we're not gonna forgive her. So, like, okay. Okay. So, also, not really related, but I think it's really funny. They can see her struggling to stop the screen recording at the end. I giggled at that the first time I watched it. But the takeaway from this is that she's not sorry. She just doesn't want her reputation to be thrown in the mud and stomped all over by a million fucking horses. But, like, what did you think was going to happen when you tried to roleplay making my friend come, despite them telling you that they're a minor and telling you that they are not interested in you? Also, you threatened to kill yourself because they didn't like you. That's fucking crazy. That is fucking insane. What is wrong with you? You are fucking crazy. And you don't deserve an audience. Also, this is important. It's come to my attention that Julian is most likely not the only one that's fallen victim to Abbey. And a lot of other people have came out and said that Abby's been really weird towards them. I need to do more research on that subject, but it is extremely likely that Julian is not the only one that Abby's attempted to groom and be weird towards. So I'm gonna do more on that later, eventually. So be prepared for the part 2 of my original video. And yeah, she still fucking sucks. This apology was ass, if you can even call it an apology.